this morning, the Beam signing was obviously part of history within this franchise. How cool was it to put your name on something that's going in the building long term?
Yeah, no, I think honestly that's kind of the first time I've thought about it, but it's pretty cool. Just obviously that's a building and a facility that's going to be around for a long time, so it's cool to be a part of that, and obviously cool for us to see the renderings and building, and pretty exciting.
Is there a particular room or space that you're most excited to see in full effect when it's all done?
I'm going to kind of have a cop-out answer. I think just all of it. I think that's kind of the best part, just having it all there. I think it's a space guys are going to use and spend a lot of time in, right? At the end of the day, we all love to hang out and spend time here, and when you have all the facilities and everything under the sun there, it's going to be awesome.
What can you say about the commitment, especially from the top level of this organization, to not just contribute to you guys as a franchise growing, but also the community?
Yeah, no, I was just talking about that. It's incredible to buy in there, and even just talking about with what they did here. They made it great. They gave us everything we need, and then seeing what it's going to be like over there is unreal. And even just touching base, I remember growing up, catching a couple NHL team practices just at local rinks. I saw one in Ottawa that I remember, and us having kind of that community area, an area kids can watch practice, or everyone can just kind of be involved, and also just skating on the ice as well. So it's a special memory for me, and cool that we brought that, and it's just going to be a great part of the community.
Stadium maintenance day, Marines will be day-to-day upper body. That's what I got for you this morning. That's it.
Yamamoto recalled, wasn't at practice. Will he be here for the game tomorrow?
Yep.
Is that just a paper transaction, do you know?
No, he played yesterday, has 2 assists.
But they sent him down right after the game and then called him up.
They're down there. They're in the race for the playoff. They were before the weekend. They were 1 point ahead. I think they won their both games. So not a genius, but I think they're 5 up now. So that's without looking. I think they're 5 up now. But I think they're in a tight race, and give the day off today to Yami here, but played yesterday, so we made a trade.
If Marino can't go, will DeSimone slot in? Is there any thought of giving Bertuzzo a run before the season ends? Or?
No, it's Simmer has been really good with us. So is Bert, to your point. But Simmer has played really well for us, and we go with our best lineup.
Nick talked about just every time he puts the jersey on, it's kind of prove it for him, coming off of waivers on an expiring contract. Do you see that in the way he plays? Yeah,
absolutely. And then he's a really good pro. Every day, the way he practice, the way he prep, the way he behave off the ice, really good pro. Really good to have him around. I think it was a great pickup for us.
What did you think of the tour this morning?
That was great, eh? Ooh, that's exciting. I think that give it a little push to everyone, but being part of the guy who was making the plan for the rooms and the layout, I knew what to expect, but to see it and see a reaction of everybody was cool.
Was there any part of it that you said you were in the plans? Was there any part of it that was like, hey, we got to have this, that you kind of put your foot down and said, hey, this is important?
I didn't have to put my foot down. No, it was, what do you need? That was the question. That was not. Try to have as less as possible. That was not that. What we wanted is having the best facility in the world. So that's the way, the mentality when we went there, and having space and having nice stuff. It's not just that. You need to have a good flow. You need to have the proper disposition for stuff, and I think that's been very well thought. Obviously, led by Stan Wilson, and with all the experience he has in all of it. But I think other coach as well saw a lot of other facility around the league, management. I think Chris and his group did a lot of work. So there's a lot of people who put their hands in this. But I think I had the opportunity to have my say.
Ryan and Ashley Smith continue to just show us how much they want the community to be involved in this organization. Obviously, best facility for you guys, but also for the community. What about that engagement?
That's huge. I think the proximity that will allow us to have with the minor hockey and the community, that will be great, and I think it showed as well the commitment to the Utah.
How does the new facility help Utah or hockey in Utah reach new heights, both at the professional level and the youth levels?
Well, first, on the professional level, I think you want to treat your athletes like no one. I think that's always a goal, to make sure they have everything they need to perform at the highest level. And as well, I think having an NHL team here who loves to be here or are grateful to be here and they love the community and they're involved in the community, I think that create a relationship between the community and the team and the player, and I think that will carry a lot of weight.